Hello, everyone here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Just working on finishing up feeding the cows here. And actually, that might have been the last bale they needed, I'm guessing. Let's see. Hay. I think that's showing how much is left in the bale there. So 3,839 liters. So yeah, guessing they are full. Just go check that here in the menu a minute. Where's my animals? There they are. So cows, yep. Total capacity, 45,000 liters of hay. Again, I'm just putting hay in there, but I'm probably not going to bother putting anything else in there as far as mixed rations and or grass. I don't believe... Yeah, see, grass is 40%, hay is 80%. I think if I just do the hay, I think that's 80%. We'll have to find out, unless I got to do maybe the grass and the hay. If that's the case, we can do grass and hay too. We'll see once here, but at least for now, I'm probably not going to bother with the mixed rations. And how's our horses looking here, by the way? Looks like they're looking pretty good. Oh, you know what? I should probably go get them some more base feed here with oats. Let's head up there here real quick a minute. So over to the horses. Which probably is going to, yeah, just a matter of pick that up here a minute, then it should finish emptying that, hopefully. Oh, I guess you got to actually, like, hold it up here. If I actually set it down, then it doesn't unload, does it? Okay. And then if we check the horses here again, they should have at least some oats to last here a little bit. Since last episode, slept through the night, so that's what freed up a little more space. And then, yeah, it's basically full here again. As we discussed at, I think it was the beginning of the last episode, the stupidity on that one. Yep, hopefully that's not something Giants continues in the next version of Farming Simulator. It'd be nice if they'd even fix it in this version of Farming Simulator, but alas, what are you supposed to do, right? Okay, anyway, this episode, what I wanted to work on was start working on a hay field here over by field 1. So we're going to go grab a tractor and a plow here. And, that's wrong, over here. So yeah, we're going to start plowing up the area over here and turn that into a hay field. That's my goal here. So we'll plow it, fertilize it, lime it, all that good stuff. And let's see, I need a tractor. Hey, there's our tractors. Let's grab one of these here. How about the good old John Deere 4840? That should hopefully pull the plow we have currently. And again, I put quotes around that one because the plow we have currently is, it's not really a plow, but we're going to use it as such. Although, with that being said, this particular plow probably actually would work pretty good for what we're doing. It is a high-speed, it's a vertical tillage tool. I don't know if this one's necessarily high-speed per se. But yeah, again, it is a turbo till, Great Plains turbo till, vertical tillage tool. For those of you wondering what a vertical tillage tool is, you basically take a disc, change it up ever so slightly, change the name, and you got vertical tillage, which is, I would say, probably pretty much all the rage here the last couple of years, vertical tillage. If you're not vertical tillaging, vertical tillaging? Sure, something like that. At this point, well, what kind of farmer are you, right? Anyway, let's just lower that down. And yeah, it should let me turn on plowing, right? Because it is a plow. Maybe not. I'm not seeing an option for this. Fold plow, lift. Wait, fold plow? What is fold on this thing? I'm not sure what folds on this thing. No idea, but gives the option for fold, but I don't think it actually does anything. Let's see, anything else? Open higher? No. Okay, well, if I just turn it on, does it work? No, okay, it does work. The default key is normally Y, so we'll try it. Turn the lights off here. We don't need those on at the moment. So yeah, we'll just plow ourselves a nice perimeter here. Not going to get too close to that path there, but should be a decent-sized field here, I think, when we're all said and done. Same with whatever that... I'm assuming that's supposed to be some sort of irrigated there. At least that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Can't say I've ever seen irrigation like that before, but like I said, I'm assuming that's what that is. Okay, and looks like it gets a little hilly there on the right side, so maybe I'll stay away from that just a little bit there. Don't want to get too close to that. And if we really want to gain some land too, I guess we could actually take out those trees, that little grove of trees that's over there. That might open up the area a little bit more too. Yeah, we might do that as well. We'll see what's here. Speaking of trees, by the way, anyone else out there playing with the new Platinum DLC? The Farming Simulator 22 Platinum DLC on the Silver Run map. Definitely a forestry map, by the way. So for those of you who haven't... Oh, I don't have access to this. Okay. Let's see what's here. Wow, I gotta buy all of that. Ooh, just for that little bit? That kind of sucks. Okay. Well, if I'd realized that, I probably would have just left it be. But oh well. We kind of started already, so... And actually, I think, if I check here, isn't there there's a setting somewhere, I think, that will let me plow the land. Don't remember where... Oh, screenshot, okay. I don't remember where exactly, but I'm pretty sure there's a setting somewhere that will let me plow the land even though I don't own it. Don't remember which HUD that is under again, or which menu setting screen. Well, we might not be able to mow down some of these shrubby bush things, or at least I haven't found a mower that works yet, but we could definitely plow them under. That seems to work quite well. How much do I want? Yeah, I'm thinking those trees maybe should go up one. We'll see what's here. If I cut across here, that's still fairly decent. Yeah, that's definitely a decent-sized hayfield. I don't think we really need to make it much bigger than this, and in fact, I don't think we'll even need this much hay, to be honest. Yeah, anyway, again, I'm going back to the Platinum DLC. Again, a lot of the equipment I want. Definitely a forestry DLC. I'm kind of surprised, Giants would do their big DLC as a forestry DLC, but that is what they did. I know some people in the game probably don't like forestry, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a... Some people are going to like it, and some people are not going to like that DLC. I think Giants would probably be a little bit safer actually making like an actual... farming, like their big DLC Evan is typically like their platinum or the gold or titanium, whatever it is. In this case, Evan, this time around, it's the platinum DLC. I think Giants would be a little safer actually doing like a farming DLC for their big one, but it's not what they did this time around, Evan. So, like I said, it is a forester DLC. It also changed up the game mechanics a little bit as far as, I guess, the physics and stuff go. Just from my experience, what I've seen so far, I can't comment. It's not groundbreakingly different. Let's put it that way. That's for sure. I haven't seen anything like, whoa, this is so much better. The little bit I've done, and for those who watched the live stream here the other night, and by the way, reminder again, if you want to see some more of the Silver Run Forest, I do plan on doing some more live streaming from it. So make sure you check myself out on Twitch. Again, RDAllen on Twitch. You can check out myself playing on the Silver Run map with the forestry equipment there and all that good stuff. So a little bit I have played that one. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be overly different from what I can tell. I'm using one of the new forestry machines. They're the one that cuts the trees down. The controls are definitely different on that machine. And I'm not going to say necessarily in a good way either. I don't know, maybe if you get used to that one, maybe it won't be so bad. But yeah, getting used to those controls on that machine. Because what it is, everyone, is... like when you go to move out on the stick, it moves multiple joints at the same time, essentially. You're not just moving one joint. It's moving multiple. Even like if you were going to compare that to like an excavator, everyone. Like you go to move the excavator arm and you're only moving one axis. It's moving multiple. It's moving the boom and the dipper and the stick. It's moving them all at the same time, right? As opposed to, just say, like, if you want to do main boom up, you pull back on whatever joystick's needed, right? You move the main boom up. No. With the new equipment I've tried so far, when you go to do that, it'll say move the main boom up, also pull the dipper or the stick in while curling the bucket. Just using excavator examples, everyone. It's kind of how the new forestry equipment seems to run, and I don't know. I'm definitely not sold on that, that's for sure, everyone. I don't know, maybe some folks might like it, and maybe I will once I get used to it, but so far, no, I'm definitely not liking it. Also, I'm going to try the new, let's see, actually, I shouldn't really say called a new one. It's kind of more like the old one, right? The game starts you with, where is here, if I can find it? Yeah, the game will start you with this Volvo BM, everyone. Yeah, BM. That probably stands for something bad, I'm guessing, because that's what that thing is, pretty much. Trying to pick logs up with it's a joke. Garbage. Which, yeah, at least in my opinion, when it comes to forestry equipment here, if you, let's see, where's our forestry stuff here? Like all of this stuff, I'm like, this thing here, absolute garbage. This thing, also absolute garbage. I don't know. Is anyone out there like watching that actually like is good with this piece of equipment? Because I actually have not used it here in Farming Simulator 22. Maybe it's been better, but I have used this equipment in previous versions of the game, everyone, and it's oh, you better do a lot of drinking before you use it, or I don't know. Better heavily medicate yourself before getting that piece of equipment out, everyone, because yeah. Heavily medicate. Very heavily. And I probably won't suggest the legal medication either for that one. Okay, let's maybe go around one more time, Evan. Then maybe I'll look at getting some GPS set up here. Being a new field, Evan, we're going to kind of have to plow it ourselves here, so... And then once we get it plowed, I think we can get course play to detect this, hopefully. At least I'm hoping anyway. We'll find out. Should run around and check and see how our fields are doing here as well. Make sure they're still all good and clean and fertilized and need everything they need. Which they should be good, I think, here. So yeah, if we go over here, one pH value, perfect. Nitrogen, perfect. Expected yield, only 89%. Which, oh, you know what? Did I roll? No, I think I did roll the fields, didn't I? I did not mulch the fields. So actually, let's go to this one I'm looking for, I think. Yeah, so if I look at the 7, it needs rolling. So I did roll the field. It doesn't need to be rolled. Wonder why it's only 89% then. Seems like it should be a little higher than that, shouldn't it? I don't know. Not complaining, it is what it is. Sounds good, whatever. Expected yield seems like it should be more like 100 if you ask me. If we go over and check these fields as well, that is not the right one. This one. Here we go. So also perfect over here. Expected yield, 89%. 12.2 hectare. Is that, oh wait, 12.4 tons to a hectare? I wonder if that's what that means. That's probably what it means. If I had to get, oh, and this field's ready to harvest? Oh, I was not expecting that. Yes, that field. Okay, well, maybe next episode, we're going to have to come back and start harvesting field 3 then. I didn't even realize that field was ready to harvest. Guess that's a good thing I went and checked that. Otherwise, I would never thought, come on, why can I not click on the tractor here? There we go. Must have been back behind the menu maybe or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here from the last episodes here in a minute. Starting with Colby Brutally. Apologies if I probably mispronounced your last name there, so sorry about that. But Colby was saying, hey, Randy, there's a mod that allows your cows to eat the grass on the ground in the pen. Pretty sure I have that mod too, just sticking that in here a minute. And it allows the cows to graze. So like I already said, I'm pretty sure I have that mod. If not, I'll have to go check. But then the second problem is that if you check, there isn't actually any grass. I don't think the grass over here is going to qualify because it doesn't actually register as grass. I could be wrong on this, and maybe you folks can help me out in the comments here if I'm wrong on that one. But like I said, if I turn on grass, Evan, you know there is no grass here. There's no grass. I mean, yeah, if you look, Evan, same thing here. There is grass on the ground here, but it doesn't count as grass, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you folks, right? So, and I don't know how to explain this one, because, again, there's grass on the ground, but it's not grass. And actually, I guess I didn't try with this part over here, but I did take the mower. Remember, over by the horse, we got the same type of thing over by the horse. It's just a lot more shrubs in it. It looks more like, that over here. And we tried to mow it. It doesn't mow. So, I don't think that will work for that mod. Now, maybe it'd be a good idea maybe to take our plow over there, plow that ground up, and put some actual grass in over there. That might actually be a good idea. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. You folks let me know in the comments. But yeah, that might be a worthwhile idea checking out. Brian was saying there's a mod called the grass mowing mod. I think it's for the bushes. Oh, I might have to see if I can get that mod, because that sounds ideal. I thought I had a mod already that let me take out the bushes, but maybe I don't. Or if maybe there's a button I'm supposed to turn on to activate it or something. That could be as well. Very well possible there. Finish this round, Evan, we'll get GPS set up here. We'll just start going up and down the field. That's when it gets exciting, right? Gotta say, I'm liking this John Deere 4840, though. Oh, look at that pretty tractor. Ain't that pretty? I don't know why, but I've always kind of liked the John Deere 4840 for some reason. As far as I know, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong in this, this is the largest tractor in this style. And when I say this style, I think this is still considered the Iron Horse series of tractors here. It has the... Oh, and what is the name of this here again? I forget the name of this cab. The cab has a name for it. The name is escaping me right at the moment. Of course it is, right? Right away when I want to mention the name of the cab, I can't think of it. So anyway, you got the sounds, okay, whatever the name of. Maybe I'll think of it later on. But yeah, you got this cab, and it is the largest one of this style that still has the muffler and the intake on the hood yet. So if you jump to the next size up, or the next series up, I should say, maybe. The next series up, everyone, they moved the exhaust to the side. So on like a 4855, everyone, the exhaust will be coming up the side here. Now the intake, actually, where is the intake? I gotta think now. Not, yeah, right off the top of my head, I have to remember where's the intake on like a 4855 again. Well, wherever, it doesn't really matter, man. It's not sticking up through the hood, right? Not like these tractors where they got the exhaust and the intake. The intake is the second black pipe here with the dome on top of it, of course. A nice straight line, I think, worked from a GPS. At least the plow lines are looking straight anyway. And that is facing, okay, 180 degrees. Looking at the map there, seeing what the angle was on that one. 180, so yeah, that should be a nice straight line to go off of. Okay, GPS. And 180, so that's also going to be a 0-degree course then. Auto with that. Oh, perfect. Lined up and everything. I don't think we even have to change a thing. We're going with it. Nightwolf was saying there's a mod that allows you to mow over the bushes with any mower. Should be on the in-game mod hub. Okay, I'll have to double check that one. Lexington, I thought I had that mod, but maybe not. Or I might have it, but I don't have it active. That could very well be as well. Because again, this was a mining series at one point. I never did start a new save game. Maybe I should have. I thought about it. I thought about, like, okay, we're gonna be farming. Should I just start a new save game? But I was like, you know what? We'll leave it where it's at. That way we can keep our money and stuff too. Although, again, if we started a new save game, it would have been easy enough to bring our money over if we wanted to. There we go, working pretty nice if you ask me. Best if we maybe had a little bit larger plow when we're doing this operation, but oh well. We'll get it done, Evan. We'll get it done. And then, like I said, hopefully we'll come back next episode. We'll probably continue working on this a little bit more. Get this field planted in grass. And then we'll also start harvesting on field. Was it 4? It was number 4, right? No, 3 is the one that's ready. Okay, number 3. Tim was saying my uncle farms in North Dakota, where my grandpa used to farm as well. Very cool. He says, though I live in Illinois, where my grandpa used to raise beef cattle back in the day, my grandpa used to let the cows graze in the pasture during the summer. But in the fall and the winter hit, then he would feed them hay, bedded down with straw. When my uncle bought the farm, he rotated them between grazing some of the pasture. And then when they grew grass back, he would sometimes make hay off them and feed them hay and bed them with straw during the late fall and winter months. So yeah, same thing here in Michigan as well. Most cattle farmers, they'll have them out usually in a pasture a lot of times if they can anyway. Although that's not maybe as common as it used to be, everyone, because you'll sometimes too see where the cows are usually in more of a barn or a smaller pasture enclosure, where they are pretty much like fed constantly, right? Like the pasture enclosure does not have enough grass in it to actually like sustain the cows, right? So they are actually fed. And there are some benefits to doing it that way too, by the way. I know some of the folks, maybe, the whole cage-free thing and whatnot, but the reality there, everyone, is if the farmer was to say, let's just say, keep the cows in the barn all the time, one of them, the cows can be better monitored. And then second, the ground that they would be grazing on is far more productive if the farmer manages the ground and actually grows crop on the ground as opposed to the cows just eating off it. So you can get a lot more off the ground if the farmer actually like mows it and if they're growing corn, whatever they're growing on it, the farmer is far better at making more off that ground than what the cows are. Ethan was saying I was able to fit 2 of those cow pastures in that area. And I was thinking about doing that too, by the way. And I thought about putting 2 cow pastures over there, but we got, what is it, like 240, or no, wait, I got 180 cows. That's what I got, I think it was, wasn't it? 180 cows. Yes, 180 cows. So we got 180 cows already. I don't know, that seemed like enough cows for now, and we'll have to see once maybe we'll get some more, but yeah, Ethan said he put 2 cow pastures in there without them overlapping or getting into the trees. He says one is close to the field and it doesn't seem to bother the hired workers. Excellent. I was kind of wondering about that and maybe a little bit worried about that too. I wasn't sure, like, if I put this too close to the field, like, our hired workers going to have a problem with that? I don't know. According to Ethan here, he says it doesn't. So that's good, Evan. That is good. Otherwise, that'd be kind of annoying. You get a little too close to the field and the hired workers are always like staying away from it or cutting short. And they're like, oh my goodness, really? John was saying you could possibly paint a circle or something to designate where the sign is. It's just an option. I'm guessing it's marked so that people can place a fence around it to show where to place the fence. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much for that there, John. That is true. You could place something around or paint something around it. That is a very good point. Maybe I should have done that before I hid those. They are hidden at this point, Evan, so I suppose if I was really desperate, Evan, I could find them back, but we shouldn't have to, right? Not like a good plowing episode, right, everyone? We're making pretty good progress here, though. I'd say we're about half done here already. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Just out of curiosity, I don't know if it'll work or not. Can I get a courseplay course to pop up for this here or not? Target is not on a field. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Guess we'll have to see how that's going to turn out. I don't know, because I think once we're done with the field, courseplay should hopefully detect it, and once we reload the game, guess we'll find out. We will find out, right? Anyway, but I think with that, I know it's a little bit early here this episode, but I think we're just going to wrap it up, because I'm just going to kind of keep on doing what we're doing here. I'm going up and down the field. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.